Okay, this is Mr. Burrows, and what this video is going to show you is how to start the Progress Cars database, just because some of you are having trouble with this. So, Progress Cars, I've got my folder, we've done the initiation and planning, we're on execution and evaluation. Execution is creating the database. Right, there are 3 files that you need. You need the assignment instructions, you need the available cars CSV file, and you need the customer details CSV file. First up, we'll open up the instructions, and I'm just going to show you this. And the key thing we're looking at is down here, your task. Okay, you should have read through the set assignment brief when you were doing the initiation and planning. We're looking at your task, and task 1, okay, is to create an inventory for the cars that Progress Cars has for sale, and it'll have all this stuff in it. And you're going to use the available cars CSV file to do this. Okay, so what we're going to be doing this on, because it's a data-driven application, it's far better to do this using Microsoft Access. So open up Access, and what you're going to do, you're going to create a blank database, and you're going to call it Progress Cars, and you're going to save it in your folder that you have for execution. Okay, so as many of you can tell, I'm doing this at home because I can't do it in school because I'm not allowed. Right, okay, so Progress Cars, execution, Progress Cars, click OK, and there we go, there's the file I'm going to create. And here we go, it gives me this. Now the first thing I want to do is to import the available cars thing. Now this is a CSV file, so it's not a database and it's not Excel, it's a text file is what we're going to be importing. So you click on text file, and we've got to find it, browse, and I'm going to go down to where it was, which is in Progress Cars. There's my available cars text file. Okay, I'm going to open that up and then click on OK. And what I should get is this. Okay, so a CSV file means comma separated values. So we have lots of values separated by commas. I'm just going to click next through that. It's automatically selected comma. And a key thing I need to select is first row contains field names. If you look, make of car, model of car, year of registration, there are field names. So I click on that and I've got the field names there. Click on next. Now this is a really important part because we can set up the data types of our fields or of our columns. So make of car is selected and that data type is short text, no problem with that. Model of car, short text, no problem with that. Year of registration, it's got to be a year. Now you might want it to be date with time, but I'm going to suggest you just go with long integer, keep it like it is. Vehicle registration, short text, I'm alright with that. Color of car, that's probably going to be a short text. Mileage, that's a long integer, no problem. Date with time, that's fine, so we want that to be date. Now purchase price, these are the two you're going to have to change. We don't want purchase price to be a long integer, we want it to be currency. And the same with sale price, we want that to be currency. Okay, and so then we can go next. You want to add a primary key. Primary keys are really important, so say yes. Okay, to make everything individual. And table to import the table, we'll just keep it as available cars for now because this is the basic data we'll be working with all the time. Click on finish. Okay, we don't need to save the import steps, just close. And then you should be able to click on that and you've got your data. Now if you look at the key one that we changed was the purchase price and sale price, just make sure you got your pound sign and make sure that's all okay. So that data to me is looking fine. And so what I can do first of all, I don't need this table one anymore. I'm going to close it. Okay, so I've imported that data and that data is now, I can save. We've got that done. Let's look at the task and saying you need to follow the statistic lifecycle. So you integrate a system. So we need an inventory for the cars and the following information is required. So we need make of car, model of car, make of car, model of car. Okay, year of registration, I've got vehicle registration number, I've got color of car, I've got mileage, I've got date of MOT, got it, purchase price, got it, sale price, got it. So I've done part 1 here. But what is the most difficult part is this. Progress Cars requires the system to enable users to navigate the system via a menu, search for specific makes and models of cars, search for cars within a price range, add or amend records, identify data entry errors, automatically export, produce, and blah, blah, blah. Right, the first thing we're going to do is to add or amend records. Now, so we have our database here. Now, I can add a record by just clicking on this and typing in Honda, let's just say Civic, okay, and year of registration, let's say 2007, vehicle reg, I'll just make it up, okay, 8NH, blue, 34526, I'll make it bigger, 3452, make it a big one. Okay, date of MOT, let's just go forward a few months, let's put it to there. Okay, how much is it purchase price? Let's just say it'd be pretty cheap, 3,000, and sale price, let's say we make a couple of grand on that. Done. Okay, but it's much easier if we add cars using a form. So by keeping hold of this, we can click on create, and what we want to create is a form. Now, if you just click on form, what will happen is we're automatically given the form to create. Okay, and what we can do to this is now change the name of it, or just click on save, and we'll call it, what shall we call it? We should call it, let's just call it available cars, I think. Okay, cars form, click OK, and you can see we've got an available cars form. Now what that lets us do is it lets us scroll through records, okay, and it would let us add a new record when we get to the end. Okay, so I could add a new one here. But what you can do, rather than using these tools at the bottom, you can adapt your form. Okay, so I can do design view, and I've got my available cars there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this down a bit. I want this to be a bit bigger at the top, and I'm going to create a sort of control panel for this. So if I go into design, okay, we've got this thing here for buttons, and what I can do, I can just create a basic control panel. So I'm going to have a button here, and what that button's going to do, it's going to give me all these options. So I can go find next, find record, go to first record, go to next record, or I could add a new record, delete a record. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the first record. I'm going to use a picture, and I guess I'll just call it command fish. Okay, so I get that button there. That is my first button. Okay, I could put this. Here's a nice button. I could put it, here. Let's just make this smaller. Okay, just try and make it smaller anyway. Okay, and I've got that button done. Let's make another button. Like so, I'll make it look a bit tidier. So I've gone to first, let's go to previous record. Next, I'll use the picture, finish. And so I've got another button here, make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and I'm going to add 2 more buttons. So I'm going to add another button. Okay, I'm going to go to next record, use a picture, finish. Put that there, make it look a bit smarter. Okay, and I can go to last record. Okay, go to last record. Next, and finish. Okay, going to be stopped. Okay, so right, if I look at it now, I've got a better navigation system, so I could go to there, click on these. I'll just make it look a bit later to the last one, go to the first one, and there you go. All right, so that is a form created with navigation.